G'day everybody, it's Max and welcome back to Transport Fever to the Maritimes. That's right. And this will probably be the last episode, but then the one thing we want to do in this episode is the true via rail line. Now, for those who live in the Maritimes, there isn't nearly as many trains anymore as we have on this map. We don't have train lines running, all over the place and all that stuff anymore. Really, besides a few odd ends, the big train line is, of course, the freight line running from central Canada and the U.S., which runs through Campbellton, down through Bathurst. I think it's Bathurst, and then through Moncton, and then makes its way past Amherst in through Truro, and then of course into Halifax and Dartmouth. And this is it's a major train line that runs from Halifax, basically Halifax, Truro, Moncton, and then up through the northern part of New Brunswick into central Canada. And of course, the other big thing there is the one remaining passenger train line that we have there, which is the Via Rail line, which again takes that same route. So it goes from Halifax to Truro, through Amherst, a little bit of Moncton, and then I think Bathurst and Campbellton, and then makes its way out into Quebec. And we want to duplicate a little bit of that line. Now, because I'm already using Alcoa's on the main Nova Scotia and New Brunswick lines, I'm going to use a slightly different train on this one. And of course, it's now in 1971, which means the Westral is the train to use. It's zip zip, right? I mean, that thing moves almost 180 kilometers an hour. It's the train you want to use. If you want to move passengers and money, that is the train you want in the late game. And it's a money maker. It literally will print you money on all decent lines because it goes so fast, is relatively cheap to run, and it's great. So we're going to put that in as our final line. Take a quick tour. We're also going to go around the map. I've done all vehicle upgrades. I've upgraded trucks everywhere. I've upgraded a whole bunch of them vehicles. So we're going to have a look at those, and I think we're going to do a roundabout just for a little bit of hoots. So let's get into it. Okay, here we are. Of course, like I said, it's now 1971. Yeah, and in 71, big things happen. And you know what? In Transport Fever 2, they fixed this, which I'm really glad for. I'm just looking for Train Depot. In Transport Fever 1, this always drove me crazy. In Transport Fever 1, the West Rail West Fleet car would arrive in 68. But the actual multiple line unit, the Metroliner, which matched it, wouldn't arrive until 71. And that used to drive me crazy. Now I noticed here in Transport Fever 2, the Metroliner and its matching cars do arrive at the same time in 71. And that's actually half decent. So we want to do a couple things today. We're going to put in that mega line. And that mega line, like I said, runs into Campbellton, through Bathurst, Moncton, Amherst, Truro, and then into Halifax, Dartmouth. Now, in this particular case, we already have a train running the Moncton, Amherst, Truro back and forth line. It's what connects the two provinces together. And we're going to expand that line and upgrade those trains. But before we can do that, we have a slight problem, and that is, though Truro, Amherst, and Moncton are connected, and when we built the freight lines and stuff towards the north, we included the second passenger line for doing that northern line route. And I even fixed up Campbellton a little later. So one thing that Campbellton, I kind of left Campbellton out. It ran all the way up here to Bathurst, but then I kind of left Campbellton out, and I felt bad about that. So that's my bad. I did come up here and include this line to have Campbellton into it. So now the freight line runs on the outside, and I just want to better make sure. Nope. something's broken there. Someone, really? You're not reporting any warnings though. Oh, okay, that was gonna say. Wait a minute now. Are you reporting warnings? Or are you not reporting warnings? Because I know, like, there's supposed to be a purple line that runs on the outside of that track. Where is it? The fuel train line. There it is. Maybe you got tired of drawing the colors in. I don't know. I was going to say, there had better be a freight line on the outside of that thing, because I'm going to be some cranky. But yes, there is. And of course, so we have all this stuff in now. But the one problem is, of course, is the Halifax Truro part. And I'm not going to do speed cam on this one. We're going to do it in real time, because it is the final line we're going to do. The other thing I'm going to do with it is a little bit crazy, probably. And that is, I'm going to probably bridge the whole thing. I was either going to bridge or tunnel it. And tunnels, don't get me wrong, tunnels are really cool, especially if you're working on a mountainous map, but we're not here. And I thought, you know what, I can probably get that to bridge over something. So, bridging over things. Yeah, in fact, you know what, let's just go for the long shot, right? Let's say, no, to make this happen, I'm going to have to back this one off. I know I am. There is no way this line would ever work. There's no way I would ever get this line to bridge starting at that location. So let's do this. Yep. Oh, I'm sure one building's going to be removed or something. What will it take to actually just bridge this right up to you? Like, if I just wanted to kind of do a thing here. Yeah, just connect there. Yeah, so this is going to be the first problem. This turn here is really bad. It's a terrible turn. I'm probably going to have to run this across this track before I can get out of this at all. But you know what? This is still like just an experiment. Can I even bridge that? Well, yeah, you can run a bridge. Wow. Can you ever run a bridge? But it's not going to get that bridge run until after this road. I would kind of like to get this bridge in with this track. That would be kind of nice, actually. But that doesn't look like that's going to happen. That's a bit of a bummer. But I'm not worried about this track or this one. They're both freight line pickup tracks, so I could probably get away with that. And I mean, I knew this was just going to be a whole lot of hassle, right? This was just going to be a big mess. So, yep, that's a thing that's not going to happen, I guess. And I'm afraid whatever this industrial building is, boy, that is so far out. I actually need this to be containeraries. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm really going to hate this. Yup. So, I'm actually going to kind of curl these out here a little bit. I want to take advantage of as much speed as possible. Which, of course, again, is going to lead me to have a very, very bad time, especially where this road just happens to cross. This road crossing is like in the worst spot, right? I mean, it really is. Anywheres but here. You know what? Maybe I should be fixing that first. Let's get rid of this road for a second. Yes, now I'll get the little flashing red light up top, right? It's like, what did you do? What did you do? Yeah, I know. I blew up the things. Let's go for zoom fast, right? We like zoom zoom fast. The zoomer, the faster, right? The faster we can go. Just do that. Yep, and you can come right down the other side. Thank you. And yes, now let's deal with the road part of that, which I blew up. I know, terrible person that I am. Yeah, I know that's not possible, dude. Really, are we not doing that? Well, of course that bridge isn't possible. That bridge is impossible. Oh, but you're going to do that bridge, no problem. And you're like, yeah, I'll do that. And that fixes up that line, right? Yep, sure does. Yes, now, obviously, I want the Nova Scotia train line to have presence. So I will add signals to allow that shortly. But coming down through here, now what can I get? Now, again, this is going to get ugly. I mean, it's just ugly. Ugly. Where's that train line? Where's that train line? Thank you. One building will be removed. Will it now? Look how ugly that road is. I think what I'll do is I will bring that road out this way, and then I will bridge it right here. All right. So, you know what? Let's do that now so I can actually just see that a little better. Yep, we're going to back you off. Sorry. Yep, I know. It's a tough day for everybody. I know that was like the main connection road to Truro. Hello. But we're gonna fix you all up here in a second. Everything is gonna be just fine. Okay, let's get you over here. Get you in. Yep. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Here we go. I think that's the right side I want. It is. We're gonna lose that building. We always knew we were going to. And now, of course, we're going to bring this one back. Excellent. Now, that is the other thing. I got to put catenary all the way on this track. Okay. Well, I mean, that is the thing that's going to happen. It was just going to happen. So I will have to deal with that in a second. Yep. That is a thing that's got to happen. Yeah. Sure. Can we have that? Upgrade. Yep, upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Now, here we are down here. We are going to need a cross track for this. So, you come into the station. You know what? I'm going to have you come into the station this way, just so as it's a little closer. Yeah, something like that. So, when the trains come in, they're parked up along this side. That would be really cool. Now, upgrades, people, upgrades. We'll do the signaling afterwards because we got to upgrade this whole line to do the thing, right? So you're going to be upgrades, people. And right now, of course, we've got this cross track here to handle. Really, you're going to give me that hard of a time? There we go. Because this is actually a live line, right? This part of the line is actually a live line, so that's why the crisscross is there. Hey, no, not downgrades. It's all upgrades, people. All upgrades. Why are you downgrading? Wow. Okay. Is the redraw effect really bad or what? Am I missing it? Okay. Let's keep going. Now, I already did a lot of the signaling up here in the north already, so the signaling stuff is all good to go. I just need to really get through all the upgrading for this. And again, the reason I did all that earlier is just to save time, right? Because, I mean, I could take, you can take like a whole hour on that. And we want to be able to look at other upgrades, things that I've upgraded, such as the vehicles. And the roundabout that we want to put in. While this is kind of bedding in, we want to be able to do that roundabout and then have a look at that and see how that all goes. Yep. That one and this one. Yep, this one and this one. Yep, carry on. Into the station you go. There and there. And here and there. Yep, thank you. And I'm just trying not to mess this up too much. I would zoom out farther because you can get more line distance that way, but it's just safer if I do it this way. And here's the same thing. I got to have a cross track. Oh, I already did put the cross track in. Excellent. Okay, so that line is now upgraded. Which is exactly what we want. We want that line to be blue with catenary line all the way down. And good to go. All right. Looks pretty nifty. Signals. From here to Halifax now have to be put in. So obviously we do not want this train to interfere with my Nova Scotia lines. I already have that type of signal system up here in Moncton, right? So in this case, of course, trains on the Via Rail, on this Via Rail line, have to stop to give priority to the freight line and to the passenger line that's already in existence. And it is the same down here. Okay, so we're going to make sure that, hey, you know what, the freight lines are going to get priority. Sorry, it is what it is, but all my other profiteering lines. Did I just put a signal on the wrong side? Oh, no. I was going to say I did not put a signal on the wrong side of that. That would have been bad. We don't want all my profit lines to all of a sudden come to a screeching halt. So that has a signal coming in and coming out. All right, so I did signal these in. And we can probably put signals in here, 1, 2, like that. All right, excellent. We got to get a train in here. Wow, we do too. Because I'm going to take the trains off of that line and put in trains on this line, right? So, buildings. We need a building, and I need to squeeze it right in here somewhere. Yep. Whoa. Easy now. We got to try and squeeze this building in right here, nice and easy. Nice and easy, like. There we go. Okay. Now I need you to hook up in here, nice and easy, like. Nothing too crazy. Right? Awesome. Cool. Now, train lines. Let's have a look at the Profitron here. We haven't had a look at it. Now, I did upgrade a lot of these lines, right? And in doing so, some of these lines probably have way too much food on them. And way too many trucks. So like here in this particular case, the Moncton food line is doing a loss of 300,000. It's got way too many trucks on there now. It's doing down to 10 seconds. Okay. Same with this Bathurst line. It's down to 13 seconds. Again, more isn't always better. Too fast means that they're running mostly empty and they won't deliver in time. So when I upgraded all these, of course, what's wrong? What's going on here? Oh, okay, that's minus 152,000. Why is that? That's that line we just messed around with, right? So I'm a little worried about it. But we'll have a look at it in a second. I was going to say that was running lots of money. That was doing good money. I was going to say you better have 4 trains on there. But we'll have a look at that in a second. That's perfectly fine. The rest of these lines, though, again, are still running good money, even with all their upgraded trucks. So some lines I put on the Fords, that gave them 1 extra food. Some of them I put on this saucer truck, that gave them like 2 extra food. And some of them I gave these Z15s, and that gave them like 3 extra. Just for difference, just to give it different things. Oh, and buses. Yeah. I gave a lot of the cities when it came to buses. These little sour Tusker trucks, buses. They're only one more. They're only one more than the old Macs were. Which of course means that the bus lines that were there were not going to get overloaded. Now that being said, though, I did give some lines that have heavier passenger traffic the fish bowls. Now, if you don't know where the GM fishbowl, where its a little bit of fame came from, of course, it's coming from the movie Speed with Keanu Reeves. Yeah, woo! And of course, that movie is quite old now. That movie's like that. Like that movie literally started. I forget her name now, Sandra something. Career. But if you haven't seen the movie Speed, with good old Keanu Reeves in it, good old Canoe. He's the man. But if you haven't seen the movie Speed, you need to see the movie. And in that movie, of course, they use this classic bus, right? So, I mean, most of the buses that were running were like new type buses. But I don't know. LA must run some like some classic line bus routes or something, because they had this GM fishbowl bus running on that line when, of course, it was taken by the bad guy, but not really taken by the bad guy. That's the twist. You gotta watch that movie. You gotta watch the movie Speed. And so I did put 3 or 4 lines in here with this bus just because I really liked that movie. That was a great movie. So you should be watching that movie. Right after you finish watching this episode, go watch that movie. Movie Speed. Go do that. Now, we need... right. Trains. Trains. Yes. I need to actually get rid of the trains on that line. Trains. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia to New Brunswick train passenger line. Let's have a look. It's got 2 trains on it. We're going to manage the vehicles and sell them off. Okay, sell all the vehicles? Yes. Poof. And now, we are... Ooh, I actually need that line back, please. Yep, I need that line back. Now, we actually want to manage this line. We want to greatly expand this line. So, we have it starting in Truro, do we now? Yes, I guess we would. We have this going from Truro. We have it going to Amherst. We have it going to Moncton. But now we're going to keep going. We're going to add a station. We're going to have it going up here to Bathurst. And then to Campbellton. Right on. Cool. How's that doing? Yep, that's doing exactly what we want. And then we're going to have it stop back at Bathurst. Yep. So far, so good. Let's hope it keeps going that way. And then we're going to have it stop back here at Moncton. And we're going to have it stop here at Amherst. Which it actually does here, right? So that's cool. That's what we want. And then we actually want it to stop in Truro again. I know you're going to be a little upset. Just relax. It's all cool. But now I need you to go to Halifax. There you go. So when you come into Halifax, yeah, see, you're cranky about something here. You were all fine. You were all fine up to this point. And then it was like, oh, look, I don't want to ride on both sides of your track. Why is that? It's probably due to electrics, but you never know. But we will have a look. Yes, we'll close that for a second. I'll bring it up this way. Put it up in the corner. Train passenger line. Put that up there, please. Thank you. So you're going to come in here. I was pretty sure I put the cross track in for you. Oh, you probably want to go into this platform, do you? No. Yeah, we'll take this, manage the line. What platform do you want to come into when you come into Halifax? You want to come into platform 4. Can you come into platform 3? What? Whoa, what was that all about? Okay, we'll try that again. Train passenger line. Yep. Can you please stay up on the screen this time? I would really appreciate that. Okay, so you did come into platform 3, but you don't want to deal with Truro on the way back. Right, and that's because you're probably trying to use the same platform in Truro, I would think. So, in Truro, you're using platform 1, and here you probably shouldn't be. I'm going to say 2. Yes, that's exactly what we want. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. This is going to take a few trains to load up. And luckily, we didn't delete the line. We just deleted the trains. So at least we know we're going to get some passengers here in 3 locations. And this will take a little time to bed in. This part will probably be speed cammed a bit because we're going to have to do that. Too far. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see how good or how bad I did with it. So we want Metroliners. Oh yeah. Really? Is it 4 trains now? I don't remember doing that. 78 capacity. Really? 4 trains. We're going to buy one, and then I'd like to put... this is a little bit of a distance. I'd like to have 5 or 6. So we're going to have to time these out a little bit. And I want you to go on to that line. And look, hey, no complaints. So obviously we did not totally mess up the electrics. Otherwise, this train would go nowhere. Yes. We're going to watch a little bit of this until almost to Moncton. I know. Because this train is just awesome. This really is an awesome train. Except we're not watching it at this rate of speed. No. Let's boogie, dude. I know you've got the speed to handle this. I mean, you will literally go like the wind. So let's go like the wind. And we'll hope that you don't run into too many signals. How about that? Because that would, signals would be bad. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Zoom. There we go. 150. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so I guess you're coming into Truro. You do got to slow down a little. Oh, you got a red signal. Really? Oh, when you know. Well, it's all right. You were coming into Truro anyway, so you were going to have to make a slowdown. That's perfectly fine. So I have no idea if anybody's even going to... Well, some people should be riding this train. We know that because these stations would have been picking up to go north. So, yeah. Zoom. Full passenger complement there. Man, these guys are going to be spoiled now because, I mean, they were riding that other train. That other train was like, oh, stop that. Them other trains, boy, they were slow, right? There was none of this one, like, oh, we're doing almost 150 between these towns. Boom, look at that. Only 3 passengers changed hands there. So when we get to Moncton, I'm definitely going to want to add another train. Because I'd like to try and get, like I said, at least 6 of these on this line, right? Yep, just scoot right along. Yep. Fast train coming through. Oh, you're going to get stopped big time. You're done. You're so done because you got a double freight train here, buddy. All right, there you go. But you got the power. Like this thing will just hoof her right along anyway. It's like, yep, no problem. I got this. Yeah. Boom. All right. Cool. So I'm going to let that go. Let's see. I will do the stopping of the talking, and I will actually add more trains. You know what? Slow down a little bit. I'm going to add a bunch more trains on here, and we're going to load this right up. Boom. And we're going to add that to the New Brunswick, Nova Scotia train passenger line. Okay, I will do the quiet thing here for a minute. We will add a bunch of trains on. You'll get to see a bunch of things moving around on the screen for the next minute or so. And then we're going to come back and see how well this line actually bedded in. Hang on. All right, while that's getting all bedded in, I thought we would come focus on the one other thing that I thought I would entertain myself with, which is a roundabout. Of course, the bus lanes are doing their job really well, I got to admit.
So there actually is very little tie-up of traffic
when it comes to all of our truck traffic. I mean, we have a lot of truck traffic on the go. And yes, around the stations, it's going to be busy just because there's multiple lines dropping off and picking up at these locations. These are fine. I'm not worried about that traffic. And even this actually has worked out pretty good. I mean, the bus lines are taking care of the trucks for the most part, and the cars I don't care about. I mean, I really don't care. But I thought I would entertain myself just a little bit and try one of these rotaries that are in TF2. I hardly ever use them. And I thought, you know what? Let's make a little bit of fun out of this while we're letting that other line bed in. This is actually a really good intersection to look at some of the new different trucks I got going on. So there, of course, is the Bridgewater and the Dartmouth lines, I think, are using the red trucks. The Windsor Fuel line are using the blue trucks. And, oh, okay, so the Dartmouth line is using the yellow trucks. So it actually works out really good. You get to see different models of trucks going on here for the different things I have going on. This is actually really cool. So in this case, though, we are going to I'm going to pause this. I'm going to make a big mess for a few minutes. Yep. We sure are. Yeah, I know. I mean, I can just imagine how many lines I just broke there, right? I mean, it's like, you broke so many things. No. Yeah, we're going to try a rotary. You know, they say you can do these really cool rotary things. Oh, wow, look at these big freeways. I have never once played with any of these big freeway things. But I would love to try the inner radius. Can you make it bigger? Ooh, number of lanes, 2. Number of lanes, 3. Yes, because you know I'm going to put a bus lane on this. Okay, sure. Boom, look at that. Whoa, we're not done with that just yet. Let's go back to this. Can we bus lane that sucker? You know, is it like a, can you do bus lane with it? What is this? 1, 2, 2. Can you bus lane with that? Bus lane, yes. Can you really do that? Yeah, can we do that? That's cool. Okay, now let's go back this way. Do this. So we're gonna have this road, you know, coming up in here. Yeah. Oh, I know you guys are so cranky with me now because I broke it. Yeah. I know how cranky you guys are gonna be. Sure, you're gonna do that. And yeah. So remember what I was saying about vehicles being on the edge of your road? If you're too zoomed out, it will not connect. Okay, so if you have that problem, you've got to zoom right in, and then you'll be able to connect, and then be able to pull this off. So we'll do that to here, boom, like so. Now, how many guys got turned around on that deal, right? Because I really, you know, you've already got your fuel, so you get turned back around again. We're gonna see if I can't fix this up a little bit. Hey everybody, no, don't turn around. Go straight ahead. I'm sure, yeah, like, see, you don't need to do that. You can probably turn around. Well, you know what? We'll let them figure itself out. I'm sure I mean, only 1 or 2 trucks probably got a little lost there. But then, I want to see if this actually works out any better for us. First of all, the line's actually working okay with that? I don't know. You can't see the lines, Max. Yeah, so the lines have kind of got it figured out. It's too bad that these trucks want to get into this second line. I don't know if that's going to hurt them any, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. I guess the other thing I should check is make sure it didn't put any traffic lights in. Nope, doesn't seem to have. So, I'm gonna another experiment to let play out to see how it goes. Because I think it'd be very interesting to see if these guys can figure it out, you know, to going back and forth and the whole 9 yards. What is this car doing here? I see you pulling into the bus lane, buddy. Let me tell you. Look at this. This guy's doing it too, right? I don't know. I think these guys may, you know, I think my other idea might have actually been working better. But we'll have to see. We'll see if this actually gets backed up full of traffic, or if it can actually keep the traffic moving. Because if not, then I'm going right back to my other thing, because the bus lanes, of course, were working perfectly fine with this. And I am perfectly fine with using bus lanes to keep all this moving all the time, because I'm not big on this line up here. You know, I like it when my trucks just keep going around. I don't like it when you know, we have truck tie-ups. Truck tie-ups, look at this, see? This is getting worse. I'm not big on this at all. No, you guys are supposed to be smart enough to be using that truck lane. I wanted you to use the truck lane, not this wussy lane. You know? And it looked like it got it all right up to this point. You know? Which is really a bummer, because look at this. See, all these cars are trying to cut in front of the trucks at the same time. That's too bad. I don't know what all that ticking is, but that drives me crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it looks so good going this way, didn't it? It was like, yeah, everybody's hanging on the outside lane. Look, see, all my trucks are going on the outside lane. It's great. But then over here, it was like, no, we don't want to drive on that outside lane. We want to drive on the inside lane. Why? I think you'd do so much better on the inside lane. Is there an upgrade option? Can I do that? No, not that. Maybe I should be doing large one-way street, medium one-way streets. If I do this on this side, what will that do? Okay, well now trucks, I'm hoping trucks would figure out that they drive down this side of the streets. No, you're still not going to figure that out, huh? That's a bit of a bummer. Oh, and only to make things worse, now these guys have totally not figured it out either. Oh, no, really? I'm really bummed out about that. Because, I mean, look at the lineup of trucks we got going here now, right? This is a total mess. Okay, so that did not work out as expected. I really thought a rotary would be so much better. I thought, yeah, rotary. Everybody will just drive around it. It's going to be so cool. Everything will be awesome. No, no, there was nothing awesome about that at all. That was totally not awesome. You know, it totally would have been awesomer if you all had just done what I wanted you to do. But we were not doing that. Okay. Let's see if we've now fixed that back up. Yep. You can get rid of the very funny light thing. Let's have a look at the lines here. So, yeah, now everybody's back into their bus lanes. Yeah, that's exactly what we want, right? Yeah, everybody's back into the bus lanes. Back into the bus lane to go. Do-do-do. Yep. Just push the cars out of the way. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, see, now all the trucks are back into their bus lanes. Yeah, I must admit that works a lot better. So, yeah, that's kind of a... You know, I'm really bummed out about that. I was really looking forward to using some rotaries, maybe on my next map, but not if they can't handle the traffic that well. I need those. I need bus lanes to keep running the trucks, to keep the trucks moving nice and smooth. So, what else do we got? Of course, as mentioned, multiple towns here. Let's have a look at all the towns while everything keeps bedding in. Of course, we have Yarmouth down here. Way too much population, but is doing super awesome for the real Yarmouth. And I mean, the real Yarmouth is awesome. It's just I'm pretty sure it does not have the skyscrapers at all. I mean, it is doing really awesome though, and is doing very, very good. I mean, it is actually doing really good. The only problem is the sound quality. A lot of these places have multiple problems, but yeah, Yarmouth is just sound quality. And again, I was never worried about the sound quality issue. Okay, so Digby, almost 1,000 people, running at 900. You know, 709 for Bridgewater. Halifax and Dartmouth can only be jealous of, like, Digby. Yeah, take that. 911 for Windsor. You know, 935, but heading down a little bit to 908 in Truro. I don't know why they're upset. They're probably upset because of sound quality, maybe. I don't know. What do we got here? Port Hawkesbury, 781, and Sydney at 468. I could never really figure out how to get something into Sydney. That's a little bit of a bummer. Let's see. Over here in Charlottetown, they're doing great at 448, and so is Summerside 575. Which is actually really cool. And our little train line, our little PEI train passenger line, the little tourist route. Yeah, it just goes back and forth. It's really happy. It's really happy to do that. And gave a little bit of a bus route to these guys as well, which was great. Right? That's exactly what we want. Anytime we can get more lines in to make more money, that's always a good deal. Now, of course, up here in Amherst is doing really well as well at 926. Now we've got the Moncton, St. John. These guys did really well. They're in the high 900s as well. They did really good as the Tri-Cities of the area. Our freight lines up here in Moncton, they did super awesome, didn't they? They really did. Here are the 4 northern cities of Woodstock, Edmundston at 802, 852. It's kind of strange. They're all in the 800s, and I would kind of expect them to be, whereas these guys are in the 900s as the Tri-Cities. That's kind of nifty. It works out really well. They've done really good. So, we got all the cool stuff. We're using a fair amount of the industries. Yes, there's a few like the coal mines and stuff I never did get into using. It's just when you're making a map and you're trying to think ahead about how you're going to do a series and stuff, and then you get into it, and then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, that might be even a cooler idea and whatever. You're not going to use all the industries, but that's okay. Here, of course, are the towns in the lists. Of course, Fredericton, St. John, Amherst, Windsor, and Truro. They're all in the 900s. It's really too bad. I mean, I've got so much going to Fredericton at the moment. I mean, I've got everything that it can ask for. It's too bad it wouldn't pop into like 1,000 for me just to be fun, but I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. It's trying really hard though. It's like I'm trying to get to 1,000. 993. Are you really gonna do it, dude? Are you gonna do it? You're gonna try to do it. Look, 1,011. You are going to try and do this. You might pull this off. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, you know what? You keep trying there, big guy. We'll check on you here in a minute. Station statistics, of course. We have all kinds of stations doing all kinds of things, right? A little bit of money, making a little bit of things. I don't ever use this chart very often just because you got the line statistics, so that's kind of the thing I use. This, of course, is the vehicle statistics. And again, I don't watch by individual truck because it all depends on the route, where they are, what they're hauling at the time. Following this would just drive you crazy. Which is why we go with line statistics. Hey, we know what this one is. And I've got it stretched way too much now. I got to pull that up. Yep. Which, of course, is why we have the line statistics, overall line performance. And again, the bus routes, I'm never really worried about those too much. And again, I know them fancy buses, we're never really going to make money, but the Moncton one does. I would have a look at this Moncton food line. I think it's just way too many trucks now. It's got way too many trucks. But besides that one, everything else is making bucks, right? It's making money. That's great. We like money making things, right? And I could tweak these last couple of things to get rid of the negatives, and this does run on the negative every once in a while. This, of course, is no surprise though. When you're running big boys, it's really a hard balance. Like I said, and I'm playing shunter train with them, so but overall it's making money. I mean, we make all kinds of money. we making money. In fact, I want to have now look at our final line here. The Nova Scotia train, $11 million. Boom, there. That's what I'm talking about. Right on. You guys are making me all kinds of that money. All kinds of that money. Look at this. Look at this. 470. I could upgrade all these. Put even more more cars on these trains. You betcha. You know I could. Wow, that is just so crazy. The amount of people. I mean, we got train. This is a double train line, right? There's still 40 people waiting to travel the normal train line. And there's always a risk of one line stealing from the other line. But I mean, these are doing pretty good. I mean, look at this. Amherst, 485 passengers. Come on. I mean, I could really crank them up. And it would they will take off. I'm telling you, when you finally want to go with trains, right? You want these West Rail trains, because they will haul money for you all day long. They just go so fast. And do really, really well that they will always make money. You can put them on good. Now, I say that now. I mean, if you put it on real junk lines, I'm sure they would lose money. But you can tend to make a lot of money with them. You know what? I really should be upgrading these trains. Manage the vehicles. Let's see. Let's do that. Can we put an extra car on there? Sure, we can. Not cargo, passenger. Thank you. Yeah, let's stick an extra car on there and see if we can't, maybe an extra 2 cars. Sure. Let's see if we can't, haul some trains, right? Let's make some real money, right? I'm saying that, and here I am making way too much money. So with that, of course, our boat lines, man, they all did so good. And of course, this guy, he's about to drop off. So of course, he's running a little negative at the moment. He'll drop off. He'll make me all kinds of cash. Like this guy, see, he just dropped off. Woo! I got my 2 million. I'm good. I'm out of here. I got my 2 million. Yep, I got my 2 millions. Me and my 2 millions. We're out of here. I got to admit, these boat lines worked really good for doing this. I mean, look at the steel, 229 here. I could probably upgrade the trains on here and try and move even more steel. It's great stuff. The food line, this Yarmouth food line, I thought it was going to be in a lot of big trouble when I first put it in, and it was butchering with the Port Hawkesbury stuff. And then I found out that it was not even getting anything from Truro, and I had to fix that line all up. But it was well worth it. It was well worth it in the end. Once I did that and it fixed itself up, of course, hey, guess what? We had profitability. And you're going to run into that sometimes. Sometimes you just try a train route and it just doesn't work. And it's like, well, tried it, didn't like it. You just got to throw it out. But yeah, overall that worked out really good too. Those boats and that whole steel line, man, that worked out just so good. Even this original brick line, I mean, come on, this thing was just great. Look, hey, I made my $200,000. Yarmouth loves me, and they do. Yarmouth is just so happy to be getting that brick in. They were like, yeah, we'll take your brick. And I wonder if I ever could try and upgrade these boats, if these over here would actually be able to keep up. I don't think so. I don't know if it would ever be able to keep up, but something to play with maybe on something else. So with that, I'm Max. This file should be available for download if I do it right. You want to look at this map? Of course, I don't use any funny mods. The only mod being used is the Infinite Vehicle mod by Urban Games, so it should not cause a problem for anybody to install on their Transport Fever 2 game series. They can go in, they can have a look at the lines, they can have a look at the upgraded vehicles. The Moncton food line, where is that line? This has got, I'm sure, way too many trucks is the problem. Like, look, 2, right? 2 does not make you money, right? And that is the problem here. Let me click on another truck, right? 2, right? 2, right? See, so these trucks are big trucks. 2 out of 13 doesn't do it. I would go through if I was playing for longer, I would go through, cut out every second truck on this line, because this is not a relatively big line, but it's got a lot of trucks on it, and a lot of trucks are just wasting money. They're just wasting money. But we're gonna have this available for a download in my Dropbox jigger thingy, and you can download it, have a look at it. If you're a Maritimer yourself and you have Transport Fever 2, feel free to have a look at it. All that good stuff. If I think about it, I'll even put up the plane map in 1900 or whatever it is I started with. I think I started in 1900. I'll also put up that one as well. So this one will be titled finished, and then the other one will be titled start. And you can go ahead and you can take this map and you can play it. You can play it all you want and see what it is you can do with it. With that, I'm Max. This has been Transport Fever 2. I hope you enjoyed this series. I'll be doing another one. I usually do Transport Fever 2 in the colder months. Here in Canada, of course, we have several cold months. And sometimes during them cold months, you need to do some Transport Fever 2 to keep yourself nice and warm all through the cold months. But summer's coming in now, so I don't usually do these types of really long series in the summer. And so we'll probably pack this one away for the summer, unless I do one of my fast track series where I do that all in one video series. But the bigger series will definitely return in the fall, and of course when it does, I'll probably find another really cool map to play with. I really like to do a Florida series map again. For anybody that was watching my last video where I toured multiple maps that I've done over the past, I'd really like to do that. I'd like to try and find another Florida Islands, Florida Keys map or something like that that's really good. Another set of Islands maps. Islands maps are a lot of fun. They can get really expensive really fast, but if you can find something that's decent, that's a lot of fun. But in that case, with that, we will see another big series in the fall, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.